why you should be on social media. I'm talking Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and we're going to talk about, if this isn't enough, a bit of incentive. Talk about cash, how you can use social media to make money, and how I've used social media to make 6 figures, over $100,000, just from being out there on social media. Okay, so let's get to it. Hey everyone, Mike Rosehart here, talking to you guys today about the power of social media. And so I'm going to start with the 3 big reasons why I think you need to be out there on social media if you want to build an online business, really sell anything. And even if you aren't selling something, I think you have a brand. As a person, you are a brand. Maybe your thing is fishing. Maybe your thing is, I don't know, booty selfies. But that's part of your brand. That's part of your identity. And you can use that to make money, and you can use that to share whatever message it is you have to share, even if it isn't something you want to monetize. So the first one of the 3 things that are important is social media allows you to build credibility. Trust and transparency are critical in today's day and age. In order to sell a product or to sell a service, there needs to be a level of trust and transparency. When I'm lending, if I'm a hard money lender lending to an investor, I want to be able to see in their Instagram stories that they are using that money effectively. I want to see each and every day that they're at the properties working on that flip, or if they're working on that business that I'm investing in, I want to see the daily updates. I want to see what's going on in their lives. It's very, very critical, I think, to building that trust and that transparency and becoming a figure for whatever it is that you stand for, whether that's a charity, whether that's your real estate investor like myself. I personally try to build a brand that revolves around transparency, and I try to promote a consistent message that I'm focused on my family, I'm focused on financial independence and retiring early, and I'm focused on building my real estate business as well. And by putting those things together and putting that stuff out there, I have so many people reach out to me and say, hey Mike, I love what you're doing, man. I know you so well from watching your videos. I would love to invest with you. I would love to lend you some money. Or hey Mike, you know what? I know someone who's selling a property. I hear that you pay referral fees to find deals. And they'll message me and say, hey Mike, I want to shoot you this deal. And I respond back and we have that relationship. The nice thing about it is the reach. This is the second point. So first is building trust, transparency, and credibility. You'll have a credible profile. People can look you up and say, hey, this Mike Rosehart guy, I just met him. I don't know much about him. What do people online have to say about him? So they're going to look to your social media profile, same as if you're going for an interview and a job. When you meet a new person, they can check you out and see if you're legitimate. If you go on my Instagram handle, and by the way guys, if you don't have me on Instagram, please add me at Mike Rosehart. You will see that I have 20-something thousand followers. Those are people that are sharing, and you'll look at my pictures and my videos that I post, and you'll see comments from real people and me interacting back and forth with those people. We can have that level of connection that's necessary, I think, to build relationships. And that's actually the third point, is relationships. But talking about reach, it's so important. Imagine if you had the best product or the best idea or the best photo. If it reached 3 people, I mean, who gets to enjoy that, right? If there isn't a big reach, you're not going to have the same level of success. So when I make a video, for instance, I want it to reach tens of thousands of people so I can help people transform their lives and become better with managing their personal finances. Whether they're looking to invest in real estate, whether they're building a stock portfolio, whether they're just learning how to save a few dollars or trim that budget so they can get to retirement that much sooner or reach that financial goal that much sooner. So at the end of the day, it's about increasing your reach. The more reach you have, the better you're going to do with whatever it is that you're trying to share, whether that's a message about, personal finance, or it's about saving puppies in the forest, or maybe it's about just taking that picture and getting it out there. You want to share that message. You need to be on social media to do that. And I think interlinking between the different platforms has added a layer of success, or a layer of complexity to what I've been doing that's allowed me to, people can go on my Facebook profile, see that I have almost 5,000 friends there, look to some of my friends, talk to some of the people in the network and say, hey, what do you think about this Mike Rosehart guy? Should I invest in him? Does he have a history and a record that's on social media that I can see? Then they'll jump on the Instagram and they'll see my stories. They know I'm not from Bangladesh, India, making stuff up, because they're seeing me streaming live on my phone, walking around with my family at my rental properties, doing things that I say that I do. So I think the Instagram gives you the in-depth look at the person's life, whereas YouTube and Facebook can provide different elements and different layers of credibility and also different layers of reach, because not everyone's on every single social media platform. It's a lot to keep up with. It's a grind. I'm not going to lie and pretend that, hey, it's easy, guys. You just take a quick selfie, put it up there. There is a bit of, and I'm going to do a future video on this, a bit of skill involved with taking good pictures, doing a little bit of lighting work, how you hold your camera, how you angle things, how you hashtag, the descriptions that you use, the branding. So when you post an image that's of a puppy and you normally post motivational business content, that's out of left field and deteriorates from the brand quality. You could lose followers for doing things like this. Same on YouTube. If you branch out from your niche, which I don't recommend unless you plan to do more videos on that, then you could deteriorate from your core following, your core message and core brand. So at the end of the day, social media is branding, and branding is very important. More important, I would say the product is very important. The product or service that you're selling is very important, or the image that you're trying to put out there is important. But even more important is how you present that image, how you present that product. Two products, one inferior, but marketed better, will do much better, be much more successful if you follow certain steps. And I'm going to talk about that in future videos, about how you go about doing that. And the third I want to talk about is really powerful and something I'm just starting to realize, because you guys don't know this, but I was actually very much anti-Instagram 2 years ago. If you talk to me, I would say Instagram, I think that's just like Snapchat. It's going away. No one's using that platform. I don't think there's a huge future there. I now completely disagree. I've been to a couple of conferences recently. I went to a real estate Vegas mastermind session put on by Matt McKeever and Jeff Weibo, and there's a whole bunch of us there in a hotel, and we were basically just strategizing about business, entrepreneurship, real estate, and social media, and the power of social media. I'm now starting to really realize. The last 6 months, I've been putting out a lot of things on Instagram, and most of you people who are following me as subscribers on YouTube likely haven't found me on Instagram, so go ahead and find me there, and you can see some of the things I do on a daily basis with my family or whatever it is I'm doing. I just came back from a trip to Las Vegas, then we drove on a road trip to LA. I apologize for missing the Wise Wealth show. For those people who messaged me, I got back to you and I let you know I'm so sorry about missing that. I realized it was at 7 p.m. On the West Coast, so it was 10 p.m. back home. I had missed the window to do the Wise Wealth show, and I figured it was unfair to try and do the show so late at night, and I figured I'd just skip 1 week and catch up with you this Wednesday. So tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for the Wise Wealth show. Anyway, keep going here with the social media talk about how I made $100,000, because I did promise you guys that there'd be real results. You can actually make money. So beyond the transparency and the credibility and the trust that I think social media is pushing out there, I want to talk about my business. So 3 months ago, we started officially, I've been joint venturing in the past with friends and people in the network, but I officially started a company where I thought, okay, I'm financially independent. People are reaching out to me. They learn how to save. They learn how to start building up a pile of money, and they don't want to invest, say, in ETFs. They want to get a higher rate of return. They want to use leverage to their benefit. They're reaching out and saying, Mike, I don't like public REITs. Could you give me a taste of what you're doing in London? And so I thought, well, you know what? With 5 properties, I could probably make someone financially independent. 5 of my type of properties could generate you about $7,500 a month in return. So someone with a couple $100,000 in capital and a decent job can unlock financial independence. So my partner convinced me, my friend Wei, convinced me to start a business called Right Way Management. We started this company, and all of our investors, except for one, were found through social media. So Instagram, mainly Facebook has been a big one for me. I used to do daily Facebook video journals, Facebook videos where I'd go live when the live function came out on Facebook, and I would do a live video. I'd be crawling at addicts, I'd get out, I'd be all sweaty, I'd do a bunch of videos. There's probably like 150 videos on Facebook that no one's probably uncovered. They're really bad, so I don't recommend you check those out, but that's an example, right, of now what I'm doing on Instagram, the same sort of thing. I'm going live on occasion when I'm at a property, I'm sharing what I'm doing. And people would reach out to me and say, Mike, I love your content on Facebook. I watched all your daily video journals. I love the types of returns you're getting, the types of properties that you're buying, and your investment strategy. It resonates well with me. I like you as a person. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This person I've never met before just sent me a huge message asking to buy properties with me, asking to put in hundreds of thousands of dollars in capital for me to buy properties with them, and I'll share in the profits. And I've never even met this person before. They knew me in a way that I didn't know them. And that's when the light bulb first went off for me. It was like, wow, I can have a 1 to 10,000 person conversation and have basically 10,000 friends that know me well, that when I go to meet them, they've had, it feels like, hundreds of conversations with me while I'm talking to the camera. And so there's a huge amount of value and power there. And I really recommend you do reach out. The network opportunity of having, say, 20,000 people in your network that you can drop a video out to. Right now, I could drop a video out and say, I have a property that's $100,000 below market value. I guarantee you, if I put on my Facebook story right now, or I did a post on Facebook Live and I said, I have a property that's worth $300,000 I can buy right now for $200,000. Who wants to invest with me, put up all of the capital, I'll manage the project, we'll split the profit $50,000 each. I guarantee you within like 20 minutes, I'd have half a dozen people message me and say, Mike, I'm all over that deal. But if I was not on social media, building that network, building that trust, that transparency, that credibility, and having that reach to reach 10 or 20,000 people, I'd put that exact same deal out, the exact same profit, and people would look at that post and say, I don't know, does he really know real estate prices? Maybe that's not actually worth 300,000 ARV after renovated value. Maybe Mike can't pull that kind of renovation off. I don't know if he's done something of that caliber, of that scale before. Can he handle managing a project of that size? Or maybe they're thinking, who is this Mike guy? I've never heard of him. I don't trust that. Why would I go into business with someone I don't know? And so without consistent social media posting on a daily basis, they don't get to know who I am. They don't build up that trust and that consistency, and they don't necessarily want to invest. So the power of social media is evident, and it's everywhere. I really do recommend that. That's why I'm putting this video out there for the people who like me. So 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was all over Facebook, but I wasn't on Instagram and I wasn't on YouTube. I just got on YouTube, as you guys know, just barely 6 months now. And we're already at almost 2,500 subscribers. So it's been growing very quickly, and Instagram's been going very well for me. I'm really happy, and Facebook as well have been growing like crazy. And the amount of messages I get, I spend hours a day just trying to respond to all the comments, all the people that I'm meeting, and building the network, because your network is your net worth. Your network is power. And so whatever it is that you want to do, even if it isn't real estate, even if it isn't investing, maybe you have an idea, a dream, maybe you want to start up a not-for-profit. By having the power of a good network, you'd be surprised when you put something out there to the universe. This might sound a bit like, wishy-washy, but when you put something out there to the network, to thousands of people, and you do a good job putting that post together, you hashtag it well with hashtags that are going to rank, and you do a good job with the description, and you're consistent with your brand, you'll be surprised at what comes back to you. And it comes back in leaps and bounds. Like I said, probably by the end of this year, we'll have made $250,000 just from capitalizing on relationships. And I'm talking about creating win-win relationships, not trying to take someone for value. Those people that are selling courses and selling things that don't add any value, I'm really against that. I'm not a big fan of that. But someone who has a genuine, true intention, a true, honest representation of themselves and what they want to do, I think that social media is a great place for you to really get that message out there and build that network. You'll be surprised what will come together. Businesses, opportunities, job offers. I can't even believe LinkedIn is another huge one. I've done really well on LinkedIn. People reach out to me, they read my posts on LinkedIn, they say, Mike, I loved your article on X and Y topic. I would love to have you come speak here. I would love to meet up with you. Can I buy you lunch? Can we think of this business idea together? All of these pieces come together, I think, to build your network, and your network is so important. It's not necessarily just what you know, but also who you know. And so the more people you can meet, the better off your chance of success with whatever venture it is you're trying to grow, trying to start, trying to build, whatever messages you're trying to share. And so I'm going to try to keep this video now at the end. I know I've rambled on a fair bit. I have also even bought properties through social media. So that's the last thing I wanted to say is, if you're looking, because I talk a lot about real estate and personal finance, if you're looking to find deals, I can't even tell you how many times people have reached out to me and said, hey, my uncle wants to sell their property. Would you like to check it out? Some people send me stuff. They say, Mike, I love what you're doing. I just scoured Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji, and I found these 5 deals. Check them out. If you found value there, it would be cool if you paid it back. But if not, here they are, Mike. I just wanted to send this to you. Or, Mike, I have this property under contract. I want to partner with you. You'd be surprised at how many deals have come together, how many properties they've been able to buy that I wouldn't have been able to buy without social media. So there's a ton of power there in LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Some people are all over Twitter. I'm not a huge fan of Twitter personally. I don't use Twitter, but people are doing it, and they're using the power of social media, blogs, to really get their message out there and to build their brand. And this day and age, your brand is really, really important. The reason I branded my own name is because in case I pivot or change companies or change names of companies, I'm not locked into one company. I can pivot and move my brand with me to whatever it is that I'm doing, and bring the people in my network with me along for the journey. So sorry again for not doing a video until now. I hope you enjoyed the last few videos. We have some more coming with a Fire Academy, a bunch of really cool videos on personal finance, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this content. If you are, please smash that like button. go hit that subscribe button at the bottom right of the video. You're going to see a little picture of me. Click on it, click subscribe, and then of course at the bottom there's also a notification bell beside the subscribe button. I want you to smash that notification bell. I would love if you shared this on your social media, because the power of social media, we're talking about it today. Share this on your Facebook. Send it in private message to someone. If you're part of a Facebook group that's focused on personal finance, focused on social media, focused on real estate, share one of my videos there and say, hey, this guy Mike, he's got this great message. That would help get the message out there. That would help me help more people. And the more people I can help, the better. That was why I started on this journey. It's why I decided not to be a financial planner. I decided to share my ideas freely with all of you guys so they can benefit your lives. And so that's what it is. You guys know I'm going to end this video like I always do with my catchphrase, my slogan. To build your wealth through you need to control 3 levers. You need to spend less, you need to earn more, you need to maximize returns to unlock wealth through you. Bye guys, Mike Rosehart, out.
What do you have it at? What's the number on that one?